All right, what's up, y'all? Hold on, let me get the mic on and I got a few. We're gonna make sure that's good. Okay, go ahead. All right, we got the mic up. So, what I want to do, I just want to watch a few videos with y'all. This is the Friendly Policeman's channel. We're gonna check out their most popular video. It's got 682,000 views, and it's hot female owned and dismissed. Cops afraid of camera. First Amendment audit. So I guess this video is focused on female cops. The being a cop, once you're a cop, that's like, it's male or female, is usually bad. I gotta make sure.
Your name is what? Pudding.
That's funny. Like I was saying, we're gonna check out the Friendly Policeman's channel, and we're gonna look at their most popular video, and that's this one. We were just watching it.
It's not him. He won't tell me his name. It's not him.
Listen, I don't have no warrants, okay? So chill out.
I'm cool.
I can tell you, I tell you a lot of things, dummy. I don't have to be truthful to you. You ain't nobody to me. Yeah.
Finally, you turn around and get the person who's instigating the whole entire argument. But you didn't want to do it, really, because you're not after them. You're always after the auditor, always after the guy with the camera, you know?
Yeah. Well, make me get off your property. When I get on it, then you can do something. When I get on your property, then you can do something. Right now, you can just kiss it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I was saying the same thing a while ago when they won't hear. I know you are. Yeah.
So he can go ahead and make a obvious threat, you know. He can start walking towards him and having, say whatever he want to say. Come on, come get this. Let's rumble, whatever, And the cop does absolutely nothing to him, and he just walks away scot-free, nothing. He instigates the whole thing, and so he got what he wanted out of it. He got everybody riled up. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to get the cops riled up. He wanted to get him riled up, and when he was successful in his mission, he tucks tail and runs.
That's a great breakdown. That's exactly what happened.
How you doing, brother? I'm David. Nice to meet you. Are you Officer Hill?
Yes, sir.
This gentleman here is confused about county and city property. He said it's private, right? You said it. I'm done talking to you. Shut up, please. This officer here told me that city and county property is private. We all out here know.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
You're done. You can get to me. Thank you.
Hey, listen. Thank you for removing him so he don't look as bad as you look, right? Because the whole city's gonna see this, and it's going to the sheriff. It's gonna be great here. Okay. And you're a major Strickland, all right? Yes. Is your family on the internet? Because everybody's gonna see it.
They don't like that. That's like what once you say something like that, then they really start thinking about what they're doing, which they should have been thinking about the whole time.
So when you go home, please brief them that you're now on the internet and they shouldn't watch it if they don't want to see dad or husband look like a fool, because that's what you are.
See, that's one of the things that these pigs don't understand is that we have satellite YouTube channels. Channels like this and many, many other channels repeat these videos from the original content creator, actually helping to echo, the stupidity that these pigs do. So, the original creator might receive maybe 15,000 views, and then it goes on to channels like this where we review these videos and we react to these videos, and so many other, like I said, probably hundreds of other videos, channels that are like this. And so this guy gets seen pretty much forever on YouTube looking like an idiot. I wonder where he is now. Probably fired, probably demoted. He made his office look bad. Absolutely terrible.
See these gentlemen here? They're professional. But you chose to get out of the car and open your mouth. And then this happened. And now it's interesting because obviously you told us good to go. It's still standing here watching. See that?
He can do whatever you want.
But you just told him he can go. So if he can do what he wants, why couldn't he stay here and talk? You said he can do what he wants, but you told him to leave. You make yourself. Now you make him leave. After you said he's free to do what he wants. I love people like you.
I'm telling you, it's crazy out there. And once you start recording, you start to see it more and more and more. You're like, dang, you would think the world, or you would think it wasn't that bad, but it's that bad, plus more. You know what I'm saying? We got Big Mike in here. We got Charles, Carl, Cajun Randy. What's up? What's up? I'm glad y'all can make it. Y'all tell me your thoughts on this video that we're watching right now. It's from this channel, Friendly Policeman. This is one of their most popular video that they have uploaded right now.
I really do. You're so upset, but you have no legal regards to this right here. You can't do nothing about it. If I didn't have my camera, I'd probably have a bullet in me right now, wouldn't I? You hate it.
I'm not upset.
You are upset.
I don't think
You're upset. You do. You're upset. No. It's fine. Your ego has allowed you to stand here longer than you wanted to, because you could have been left. Your ego has allowed you to stand here longer than you wanted to. And we all can agree to it. And whether or not they're going to correct you in public, that's on them. That's between y'all and internal affairs. But your ego has got the best of you right now. No, it's fine. Because more than just me is going to speak with internal affairs about Major Strickland. Don't worry about it.
Some caps, they got the red face. Man, his face is beat red. And I know it's hot outside, but that's not the reason why he's so red. Look at his arm. Look at the color of his arm. Look at the color of his face. Man, that man is so freaking hot. Steam is coming out the top of his head. And here's the interesting thing about it. Is that, some people, they have this way where they just try to pretend that they're really calm and they're relaxed and they can't be bothered, but they're inside, they're boiling. He is of that type.
Nah, I'm just playing. It's bailing.
But don't bullshit. They'll take you to jail for that.
It's bailing.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. I know that.
I literally thought you were just asking my costume.
I said, what's your first name?
I know. I thought you were talking about the costume.
Everybody needs to be quiet.
Okay, well, you're yelling
This
at
is
us.
not a
Yes, sir,
Q&A.
yes, sir.
This isn't a Q&A.
No, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I
Okay,
asked-
sounds
yes,
good.
sir.
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah, that's
yes,
fair.
sir, yeah,
That's
yeah,
super
yes,
fair.
sir. Costume or actual? I'm kidding, Kyle.
Isn't there real crimes when you're wearing
Alright.
outfits in the store? Not a Q&A, by the way. It's not a Q&A. Okay, so quick question. Why are you so upset?
Been using the force lately?
Yeah, man. All the time. Me and Pat and I got crazy.
Yeah, me and Leo were too.
It's your sister, bro.
Well, it was episode 4, so I didn't know.
You got a favorite Star Wars movie? Mine's Revenge of the Sith. They needed backup for us wearing costumes and getting popcorn.
All right, you guys are trespassing from the store, right?
So just so we know what not to do next time, what crime did we commit?
I don't know. You don't commit a crime.
So I can literally get trespassed for any reason.
Yes.
So I feel like it just wasn't vibing with my
We just
outfit.
get in the vehicle and go.
Okay. We took our speeder.
Yeah, the
Get your
pod
speeder
racer.
and go. Guys, have a wonderful day.
You too. May the force be with you.
Are you
Yeah.
serious? You have a wonderful day. Man. Go kick rocks, pig.
Down your window.
No,
I cannot see you. Your window's fogged up. Roll down your window.
no,
Roll down your window.
no, I will not roll down the window. I'm only required to do it a couple inches. This is all you're getting.
Well, I can't see you.
Too bad.
No.
No. Before I let this play, because I know you guys are going to be, well, some of you guys, the majority of you guys are cool, but some of, maybe 2% of you guys are going to be crying in the comments. Listen, I got to stop these videos because this is a reaction channel, okay? So if you don't want to see a reaction,
That's another thing. I get in the comments, I get the comment, oh, you shouldn't stop the video and talk so much. Stop talking so much. I'm showing the video and I tell you exactly what video I'm watching. If you want to just go watch the video by yourself, then do that. But if you want to be on the video with me, we're talking. I'm looking at the comment section. I want to know what everybody has to say about what's going on, what we're watching right now. If you just want to be quiet, then go watch it yourself. You know, I get weird comments like that they don't want me to make a comment on what we're watching, which you're gonna do anyway. Yeah, but that's just to address the comments that I get like that. Everybody else, you know, all my subscribers, y'all are cool. It's just I get people who just want to write weird comments. Yeah, Mike, it's some people just need stuff to cry about. That's what it seems like. Because I make it as not difficult as possible. And why my thing is, why not just you right? People just have stuff to cry about because you can easily find a solution to that. I said, what part of did these cops not understand? Yeah.
reaction channel.
But we're gonna get back into the video. But I just want to say that because I don't understand why people feel like I need to just play the video and sit here and on camera in silence. That's weird. Why would you want that? It's weird that they even say that they want that. Like, what's wrong with you?
You can take a hike, okay? But the rest of you guys are cool. the 14,000 lovely subscribers decide to hit that subscription button, God bless you all. And thank you so much. Love you all, guys. Now listen to this. This is how you talk to the cops. Check this out.
No, that is not too bad. That means you roll down your window so I can identify you.
No.
Roll down your window.
No.
I cannot see you. Your window's fogged up. Roll down your
Let's all say it together. Ready, set.
window.
No.
Roll down your window.
No,
No.
I will not roll down the window. I'm only required to do it a couple inches. This is all you're getting.
Well, I can't see you.
Too bad.
No, that is not too bad. That means you roll down your window so I can identify you.
No.
Roll down your window. Do you know why I stopped you?
I have no idea why you stopped me.
Well, maybe because you're driving down the median. No, just for 43. Subject's already recording and refusing to roll down his window. You gotta roll down your window or else I'm gonna take you out of the car. Because I can't see who you are. Your windows are literally all fogged up. Sir, I cannot see you for my safety. I don't know what's in your hands. Roll down your window.
There's my hands.
Roll down your window so I can see you.
There's my hands. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me.
Central 8724, copy 27.
Dumbfounded.
So have you had anything to drink today?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, fantastic.
So don't ask him another question right now, because that's always what you guys do, because all you have is a script and you don't know anything else to do but ask him a question. Okay, how many of you guys want to take a bet that there's another question coming in about 2 seconds?
All right, sir, do you want an explanation since you don't want...
Okay, you would have, I would have won that bet, you would have won the bet, whatever. We would have won the bet. Obviously, again, I'm only showing this and only saying what I said to prove that there's a script. And because there's such a powerful memorized script that's going on, these cops cannot think for themselves. They do not think for themselves. They're not allowed to think for themselves. All they're able to do is just, spit out, regurgitate some memorized trash.
Want to talk to me? No?
Question after question after question.
There's your license, there's your insurance, and there are your 2 tickets, court dates on the bottom.
Let me ask you.
This is part of the
That's what you're saying. Are you willing to put yellow tape up? Are you putting yellow tape up?
Control 2 Mary 40. Can I have
How you doing? Is there yellow tape? Is this sidewalk or is this private?
to that sidewalk, so we're gonna need you guys.
Well, yeah, if you guys are doing it, that's fair. That's all I was asking. That's fairness. Would you agree? Because I didn't go on it or anything.
Okay, I understand that. So what we're gonna do is extend the tape out to the, just to that sidewalk. So if you guys can move out to that side of the sidewalk, that'd be great.
So was this my presence? I mean, if you don't mind me asking, if you don't mind me just talking to you guys do it.
It's not your presence. There's other tape out there. It's just not secured on this side. So that's what we're gonna do.
Are you guys doing it now?
Secure it out here. Do some more things. I'm not sure if I do or not, but I'm not gonna walk over there. Not gonna walk over there.
Oh, thank you. Why? What? Well, you have to. By law, you have to. Joseph Lombardo's policy, you have to. And OPR would say, if I sent her this video of you saying that you're too lazy to go do what's required of you by law.
You're putting words in my mouth, sir.
No,
I don't think I ever said I was too lazy.
Well, you know what?
I'm not
I'll tell you what.
My
You don't have to.
friend over here.
Why? Are you scared?
By herself. That's
Why?
right.
Well, see, hold on. I was by myself. You approached me.
Looks like you have a friend right there.
Oh, really? Okay, and? Am I any threat? The media, what you don't understand, in less than 24 hours, How you doing, sir?
Yeah, you're on my crime scene now.
Okay, let's go. How you doing, buddy?
Go.
Hey, how you doing? We were just members of the media.
Did I put my hands on you? I
Yeah.
said to move. Get out of my crime
Let's go.
scene now. Get out of my crime scene. You've been told.
I'm walking. Hey,
Get out of my crime scene.
I hear you, man. If you could just
Yeah,
please move.
absolutely.
We're trying to be
Of
nice
course,
to you guys.
absolutely.
So with the male officer behind her, now all of a sudden she starts yelling and getting tough. It's like someone's little baby sister. Brothers pulls up, and now all of a sudden she got a set of gonads, right?
Show me what you folks would like me to stand, please.
We're gonna extend this.
Can I have 6 feet?
We're gonna extend this.
No, you need to get
No?
away from me. There's no.
Where's it at? Just show me where.
Lifted.
Exactly. Okay, so I can stand this close? Please tell me where you would like me to stop. Right now.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Thank you.
So
This lady, hey,
this is going to be moved from here.
de-escalation. Thank you.
over there.
Listen, we're just going through a lot right now. We had a horrible.
Shame on you.
Hey, we had a horrible scene that happened. We're just.
Absolutely love those sound effects. I think I might use those myself.
And I'll tell you, what's your name?
I've already given you my name and badge number.
Is that
You can
is that what you
rewind
tell
your
the
video.
judge? Is that what you tell the
can rewind
judge?
your video. I've already told
I'll
you
tell
my
you
name
what.
and badge number.
I'll tell you what. I can't wait till you see yourself on YouTube tonight. Shame on you.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So enough of that. We're gonna go ahead and get into an actual video. Well, no, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna watch. Oh, I'm not gonna watch somebody go through a whole bunch of videos. I'm actually gonna watch some videos. We checking out the Civil Rights Lawyers channel right here. So right now we're watching. We're on the Civil Rights Lawyers channel and watching family on road trip meets abusive trooper who should, in apostrophes, who should have already been fired. Let me see what. Let's see everybody.
400 miles an hour coming down that hill. Weren't you?
You have registration on you?
Way too fast.
This West Virginia state trooper pulled over and arrested this dad right in front of his family because they witnessed the trooper illegally speeding. And this guy is such a jerk. This is how he was talking to the wife right in front of the crying daughter.
Do you really taking him to jail?
Yes. Do you have a driver's license? I need to see that. Sorry, babe, I'm off. Do you want me to explain this further, or do you want to argue with me? In that case, I'll just leave and you can figure it out on your own. I'm explaining to you how to get your husband out of jail in the morning. Do you want that explanation or not?
And if that voice sounds familiar, this isn't his first time. That same trooper I did a video on about 2 years ago after he got caught on a secret recording verbally abusing a woman.
Sit down. I told you I would not mail you a ticket. Sit down. Sit down. And you will take a ticket and you will leave this office. Do you understand? You have two options. One ticket, or you go with charges to North Central Regional Jail. Shut up. Sit down.
Those are the people that they're hiring to be law enforcement officers. Those are the people. Who's the criteria? Who's the hiring person? Who's hiring these people? What tests are these people going through to know that they are sane? That's the only thing we need. At least you gotta at least be sane. Like, we don't even have sane as something as a requirement for being a police officer.
Shut up. I will not hear any more out of your mouth. Shut up.
Supposedly he was disciplined by the state police for that, but apparently he's still out there abusing people. I'll tell you what happened and what you can do to help. This is never before seen.
Yeah. Well, they say it's because they let them get away with anything, and which is true. Like, it's terrible that this is why that these are the people that they're hiring, and they continue to do it, and it's nothing done when they actually do crazy stuff. Like, you knew they were crazy from the jump. That's why I wonder what is the hiring process, because it seems like this is what they look for. They look for people like that.
Body cam footage out of Shinston, West Virginia. This occurred all the way back on December 17th, 2023. But because of the criminal case that happened afterwards, the case was only fairly recently resolved. And again, no one has seen this footage yet, but they need to. This family was from that area, but they had since relocated to the Cincinnati, Ohio area. And so they were traveling around Christmas of 2023. And you know, when you travel with kids, you have to stop and get them McDonald's. Well, that's what they did. It was late at night, around 10 o'clock at night. Nobody on the roads. This is a 2-lane road, US Route 19. They go through the drive-through at McDonald's. They go to pull out on the 2-lane road. Traffic is clear. They begin to make a left-hand turn. They do make a left-hand turn. And as they get in their lane, they see a car absolutely flying towards them. The window had been rolled down because they just went through the drive-through. The father thought it was like a teenager speeding, and he did like a slow down gesture outside his window, like you would do to a teenager that was about to kill somebody. Then as the car passes, they see this is a West Virginia State Police cruiser. So they keep on driving. They go down almost to the next light. Next thing you know, that West Virginia State Trooper had turned around, came up behind them, and turned his emergency lights on. Now, when they saw the car flying towards them, he did not have any emergency lights on, just headlights coming at them. No apparent emergency. Now he does a U-turn, comes up behind them, pulls them over. This is the raw body cam footage from that interaction. And since this is the raw footage, not available anywhere else, I'll leave it uncut for you. It's not very long. Then I'll tell you what happened afterwards.
It's 583, go ahead.
Charlie 99205. It's a white Ram pickup. I'll be signal 19 with it. Route 19 to bunkhouse. You know why I stopped you?
Yeah, you were coming down the hill at about 60 miles an hour and almost T-boned.
Because you have the duty to yield to traffic when entering a highway from any other place. Do you have a registration? And I need a license. I need a license. I need a license and registration from you right now.
Insane. They pulled him over for seeing him commit a crime.
What?
I need a license and registration.
What did I do?
Step out of the vehicle.
You're out of your
Step
mind.
out of the vehicle.
I'm not coming out of this vehicle. Buddy,
you need to step out of the vehicle.
I just had a $50,000 surgery on my
You need to step out
arm.
of the vehicle, or you need to give me your license and your registration.
I'll give you my license and registration.
Give me the license and registration.
You need to settle down.
Step out.
You need.
Step out.
If you start
Step
jerking
out.
on me,
Step
I'm
out.
giving you my license.
Step out of the vehicle.
Is this on camera?
Yes, step out of the vehicle.
Good.
Unbuckle, step out.
Crazy. And they know they're on body cam doing crazy stuff. It's unbelievable.
No, you want my license? I'm giving you my license.
You're gonna unbuckle and you're gonna step out of the vehicle.
He can step out of the vehicle. But don't touch this arm. Please, God, please don't.
No, let's do it, man. I want the full 100 miles an hour. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Step out.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Step out.
How am I going to step out? You've got it wrapped around my neck.
No, it's around your arm.
How am I going to step out?
Take your arm out of the seat.
I can't.
Take the arm out of the seatbelt.
I can't bend my arm.
He just had surgery,
Put your arms
sir.
there. Step
He
out.
has no
Step out. Turn around.
arm.
Turn around.
Seriously.
Yeah, cuff me back here.
Oh my God, are you?
Cuff me.
So it doesn't bend?
No, it doesn't
Okay,
bend.
bro.
What kind of he has some so it doesn't bend? Well, obviously he's telling you he had arm surgery or something's going on with his arm. He's telling you over and over and over again. And look how big this guy is. For you wanting to handcuff him would be insane anyway. Just from the thought of he didn't do anything wrong yet.
It doesn't bend. Darren, calm down.
Other hand.
No, I was doing 15 miles an hour and he was doing 60.
Stop, Darren.
Do you have a?
Yeah, at least he was smart enough to cuff in front. But this guy shouldn't be in handcuffs right now.
I hope you have backup coming.
Why?
Because this is ridiculous.
Okay.
Absolutely ridiculous. You were the one doing 100 miles an hour coming down that hill, weren't you?
You have registration on you?
Way too fast.
Do you have a registration on this vehicle?
Yeah. It's in the center console.
Okay, come on.
Good. I'm excited
Stop,
for this.
Stop. Hey, miss, you got a valid driver's license? I do. Okay, if you're going to take this vehicle, I'm going to need to see that before you leave, okay?
Here.
Okay.
Why she need to take the vehicle?
Do you not want her to? I can have it towed.
This is unbelievable, man. Look how they're acting with a citizen that witnessed them doing something wrong. And this is how they treat those citizens. This man is in the truck with his family, and they decide they're gonna, like, you think, like, who is doing the hiring? What is the criteria? Because it's like these are the people they're going for. They look to hire these people. I don't think it's a mistake that situation like this happened.
For what?
Because you're going to jail.
For what?
For failing to identify yourself when I asked you for your driver's
You've got
license.
my ID.
Yep, and you said no. Go ahead.
Oh, my lawyer's gonna love this.
Hold on. Have a seat.
What?
Have a seat. Miss, you got a valid driver's license?
I do.
Okay.
Here's the registration.
Okay.
We are out of town visiting family.
Okay, well, he needs to give his driver's license to me when I ask for it.
I'm so sorry.
Do
Are
you
you
have
really taking him to jail?
Yes. Do you have a driver's license? I need to see that. Sorry, babe.
So he's taking him to jail because he wouldn't give him his license when he asked for it. But the guy told him, he said he was giving him his license. Unbelievable how this is going. Like, what do y'all think about what's happening right now? For me, it's unbelievable.
I'm in 27 Ohio. I'm ready. Victor Mike. Okay, so he's gonna go to North.
Yep. Big Mike says cops don't care because they are allowed to play stupid. Immunity won't be any good. Man said, I don't think that pig would want his mom to see that body cam. Definitely not. But anytime people are acting like that, you know that they aren't all there. Right. And Claudette, I tried to find that video. It's very difficult. You would think it would have the same. You would see a whole bunch of the same stories, but you don't. It's pretty hard to find. Just type in on YouTube, cops doing the right thing. You'll see. I think I tried to look that up one time I was on live.
Central Regional Jail Night. Are you familiar with this area at all? You know where Clarksburg is? Okay. He'll be arraigned in the morning he'll be arraigned via video at the courthouse in Clarksburg. You need to go to the courthouse in the morning to post his bond, or he'll be released on personal recognizance. In that case, you'd have to pick him up at the jail, and it's in Greenwood, West Virginia. You go out Route 50. You're from Ohio, right?
No, I'm from here. We're
Good. Because he's in the middle of the road, and he has to. No. Okay, we're not going to do this right now. He's pulling out of McDonald's. He has to yield to oncoming traffic, which is me. He can't be in the middle of the road, but she was in the middle of the road, not moving. Do you want me to explain this further, or do you want to argue with me? In that case, I'll just leave and you can figure it out on your own. I'm explaining to you how to get your husband out of jail in the morning. Do you want that explanation or not? Do you want that explanation or not? 1 Lois Lane, Greenwood, West Virginia is the North Central Regional Jail. 306 Washington Avenue, Clarksburg is the courthouse. Okay, you can Google Harrison County Courthouse in Clarksburg, and it'll take you to it. Just be there in the morning, post his bond, okay? In Clarksburg, yes. That's where you have to post his bond. You have to pick him up at the jail.
How much is bond?
I don't know. I have no idea. You have to figure that out in the morning, okay? He'll be able to call you from jail. 583. No, we're going now. Go ahead.
He just had surgery, like major surgery on his arm.
Okay.
Is he going to be okay? I mean,
Yes, there's medical staff at the jail. Well, he can give me his license next time, and then he won't have to deal with this. Okay, he'll be fine.
And this whole situation started because this man had surgery on his arm. He was telling the officer that he was going to give him the license from the jump. So he's in cuffs for no reason. And like the title says, they should have been fired. They should have been fired for this. Family on road trip meets abusive trooper. Yeah, he should have been fired. Because that's crazy. He told you that he was going to give you the license. It wasn't even a issue.
So basically what happened here is there was no lawful stop in the first place because no traffic violation was actually committed.
So this whole thing, he shouldn't even have stopped him. So even though the guy was going to give him the license, he shouldn't have stopped him in the first place, which is absolutely ridiculous. That makes no sense at all.
The only thing that happened was Trooper Trupo was butthurt that they waved at him to tell him to slow down. At the time they turned left out of McDonald's, Trupo still wasn't anywhere near them. He was coming from the town of Shinston, and he was traveling at such a high rate of speed that after they had made the left-hand turn, the dad was just shocked that this car was coming at them so quickly. And he just motioned to slow down. He had no idea it was a police car. So what Trupo did was basically fabricate an illegal justification to then retaliate by performing a bogus traffic stop. And this is what he wrote in this subsequent police report. I was traveling along US Route 19, otherwise known as Shinston Pike. The undersigned officer observed a white in color Ram pickup, herein the suspect vehicle, exit the McDonald's located at the physical address of 1497 South Pike Street, Shinston, at a slow rate of speed, failing to yield to the undersigned officer, causing him to slow abruptly. The undersigned officer conducted a traffic stop on the suspect vehicle. The undersigned officer made contact with the driver and directed him to produce his operator's license and vehicle registration. The male refused. The undersigned officer directed the driver out of the vehicle. The male refused. The undersigned officer unbuckled the driver's seatbelt and again directed the driver out of the vehicle. The male became verbally aggressive and exited the vehicle under escort from the undersigned officer. So that was his story. And if you watch the footage, you know that not only was it a bogus stop to begin with, but his explanation is basically a complete, if not a total fabrication, a complete exaggeration. This was a bogus retaliatory stop. As you saw in the footage, the cop had the ID in his hand before he drug him out of the car. This was about retaliation, not performing any routine traffic stop. The driver, of course, was upset because he knew that he was being harassed and being subjected to a bogus stop. So ultimately, he was taken to jail and he spent 17 hours in jail. And he actually had a pretty awful time there because he had just had surgery, and that did cause some issues while he was in jail. Definitely ruined the family trip. Again, this was Christmas time. He was charged with failure to yield, obstructing an officer, and also, I've never heard this before, interference with a trooper. Thankfully, there was body cam footage. Once it was handed over to the criminal defense lawyer, it was shown to the prosecutor. Apparently, the prosecutor.
And that's why you have to record everything and have film. Because look, if the scene doesn't have any footage, then it's whatever they say. So it trips me out that the reason why people say, "Oh, you shouldn't exercise your rights." It trips me out when they say that, because you must be you're part of tyranny, or you're part of why you would need to record anything.
The prosecutor was not at all happy with what he saw, and the charges were dismissed. The charges were dismissed on the motion of the prosecutor. It said that he reviewed the facts of the case, there was lack of any criminal history, and it was in the interest of justice to dismiss the charge. Imagine being this cop and doing what he just did, and the prosecutor dismisses all the charges and says that it's in the interest of justice that everything you did be thrown out. Perhaps it has something to do with the fact that this trooper has no credibility, because he has already publicly humiliated the West Virginia State Police after a secret recording surfaced where he is verbally abusing a female business owner. Almost 2 years ago, I did a video on that one, and the last thing that happened, I see a media report from September 26, 2022 that says, Bridgeport trooper disciplined after profanity-filled audio recording. And this is what they reported. Disciplinary action was taken against a Bridgeport-based state trooper after a profanity-filled audio recording of him interacting with a Harrison County business owner surfaced. The recording came after Jennifer Bruce, owner of a convenience store in Lost Creek, West Virginia, tobacco products to a minor. Bruce recorded the conversation in which Trupo was heard using profanity several times, and then it was shared with the news. This is the actual recording, which again sounds very familiar, does it not?
Hello, how are you? Good, I can help you.
looking for Officer Trupa or Truba.
Trupa? Mm-hmm. Wait here.
Supposed to meet him here.
Okay. Just hang out here.
Thank you. What's your name? Yes.
You can say it.
Okay.
By chance you don't have a officer business license, do you?
No. By chance, can we talk first?
We
Okay. Like, your threat to get a warrant for my arrest. Wait, let me speak first. Please don't interrupt. I asked if I could
sit down. Sit down. Be quiet. You're going to take the citation. You're going to walk out here with the citation. If you want to run your mouth, you can go ahead and talk. You understand me?
You offered to mail it.
Sit down. I told you I would not mail you a ticket. Sit down. Sit down.
Speaking to me.
Do you want to f***ing join my gun now? Sit down. Shut your f***ing mouth, and you will take a ticket, and you will leave this f***ing office. Do you understand? You have two options. One f***ing ticket, or you go with charges to North Central Regional Jail. Shut up. Sit down. Shut up. I will not hear any more out of your f***ing mouth. Shut up. Sit right there.
Insane.
This guy clearly is a hothead, but even worse than that, he threatens and in fact does abuse his authority. The sacred.
And when you're a hothead with a woman, that's not even, we don't even look at, like, that's crazy. We look at that totally differently. I'm not going to say on this stream, but anybody who watches this, you know what I'm saying. Because it's different if you're a hothead with other people who are on the same level as you. That's different. But, and when I say level, I mean genetic level, or however you, gender level.
Authority that the people give him as a public servant here to punish people that make him angry, which is not very difficult to do, apparently. And he's threatening as a punishment, where he's judge, jury, and executioner, threatening as a punishment, stays in the local regional jail. But here, this guy's going to McDonald's, just minding his own business with his family. And how dare he motion for a car to slow down that is speeding? He doesn't know at the time that that was a West Virginia state trooper actually violating the law. And his trip gets detoured in the worst possible way, with his daughter crying as she sees her father getting taken to jail, when he hadn't even committed a traffic violation or any legitimate reason to be pulled over by this out of control state trooper. The last update article on him being disciplined ended like this. It said, the allegations against Trooper Trupo were sustained. West Virginia State Police Major J.T. Finley told 5 News. Finley said he could not elaborate on the specifics of what disciplinary action was taken, but did say Trupo is still employed by the West Virginia State Police. You don't say. I take it there was not much in the way of disciplinary action. The disciplinary action that should have been taken was to fire him. Why would you leave somebody in that position of trust, that position of authority, who is a hothead, who is not credible, who verbally abuses women in the way that he did? The West Virginia State Police needs to fire him right now, immediately. This guy is a threat to public safety. Now, there have been a lot of scandals at the West Virginia State Police. Let's see if things have changed there. They may not have known about this. Well, now they know. And if you're a West Virginian, contact your politician, contact your governor, contact your government, and let them know, show them the footage of what this guy has done. Why is he still out on the road with a gun and a badge and the authority to not only do what he's done here, but to take people's lives? He cannot be trusted. I look forward to an update on this one. We'll see if the West Virginia State Police does the right thing. So as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. And remember, Our rights don't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.
Yeah. It's wild.
Now, you got a ticket or you got a not a ticket?
Yes, sir.
Great. Let's see it.
All right. Old warrant appears seconds after angry traffic stop ends.
Welcome back to the Civil Rights Lawyer, where we break down important cases and stories that impact your rights and freedoms. Yesterday, that was a wild one. A rookie cop stops this really aggressive guy for speeding right in what appears to be his driveway. It quickly turns into a chaotic scene that raised some serious questions, such as, was that a false arrest? Because the traffic stop ended, then they followed the guy into the house and then arrested him. After the video went up, I got a lot of additional information from you guys, which is great. And this answers at least one of those questions. Was there a warrant? One of you also found the body cam footage from the other officer that we had not seen yet, and this fills in a couple of gaps that we didn't know.
No, I don't need an email that says I don't answer questions without an attorney present to law enforcement. So you got anything that's relevant, or are you just coming over here to make small talk and casual conversation?
That?
Okay, well, don't. Get off my property.
You okay, man?
With what?
You look a little bit in pain. You good?
No, I'm always in pain.
What's going on?
I'm in
EMS?
pain. What do you mean? What's going on?
Oh, you said that you were in pain just then.
I just said I was in pain. I'm always in pain. What do you want?
That is Trenton Futrell, and this is his mugshot that was taken after he was arrested following this traffic stop. Again, he was pulled over that day for speeding, allegedly 10 over. The stop itself ends up taking place in the driveway, or at least what he's saying is his driveway. And this is the conversation we did not see in the other video with the backup officer who arrives. He begins to speak to Mr. Futrell, who is pretty much the mouth of the South.
I'm curious what the pain is. Maybe I can get EMS over here.
No, I don't need an email that says I don't answer questions without an attorney present to law enforcement. So you got anything that's relevant, or are you just coming over here to make small talk and casual conversation?
That?
Okay, well, don't. Off the property. You're not welcome here. That means past the easement. Right out there. That way.
Go on
that
over
way.
there.
That
Come
way.
on over there.
Hey, what are you touching me for?
Go over there.
I didn't. Hey, no, you.
You're not.
You what I said, boy. Did you not hear me the first time I talked to you? You got no reason to put your hands on me at all. I have not approached you. You walked to me, motherfucker. So if you don't like it, that's your goddamn problem. I hope that body cam's on, son, because it might or might.
So you can obviously see this is a citizen who is aware of their rights. And no, you can't just, it doesn't matter because this man has on a costume that he can do whatever he wants. We know that.
Might not save your ass with your qualified immunity, any of that. Now, you got a ticket or you got a not a ticket?
Yes, sir.
Great. Let's see it.
All right, give me 1 second. You all right? Yeah, I'm good.
He's fine. What's he going to do? Jump up and get mad?
The only one getting mad here is you.
Buddy, you're on my property. I told you get the off of it. So what the do you think I should be? Huh? Which one do you think I ought to be? Back me up, mother. Back me up. Back me up, boy. For what? For what? For what? Aggressive, mother. You're on my property. I told you to leave. I'll be as aggressive as I goddamn well please, son. You're on my property, not yours. If this is your property, guess what? You kick me right the off too. So what the is your problem? That little tin star in your goddamn gun don't make you a big boy, big boy.
Contact number?
No.
Now, the original officer has written a citation and he is in the process of handing it to Mr. Futrell and explaining to him about the court date, and he asks him to sign it, et cetera, et cetera. And if we look at the timestamps on the body cam, the stop began at about 17:32 hours, and now he starts to issue the citation at about 17:41. So that's only 9, maybe 10 minutes that this stop has lasted. And especially given the aggressive nature of Mr. Futrell, that's not an unreasonable length of time for a minor traffic stop at all. Which brings up another question that we'll get to in here just a few seconds.
I just need to sign right here where the X is. It's not a admission of guilt. It's just a promise to appear.
Go for 371. Go ahead.
Now get the off my property, you little piece of
10-4.
The
Come here for a second.
you do, boy. Got a warrant.
You hear the other officer say 10-4 into his radio.
10-4.
The implication is that dispatch had said something to him. Possibly this guy has a warrant. And immediately afterwards, he follows him right into his house and arrests him. When he arrests him, he says, "You have a warrant." Well, the mystery has been solved. He did, in fact, have a warrant. But get this. It's an outstanding warrant from 2014 for issuing certificate to vehicle missing or with non-compliant inspection item. So it sounds like it is an extremely minor vehicle inspection related ticket from almost 10 years earlier. I actually have the court records from Gregg County, Texas right here, and it shows that the citation was issued on November 21st, 2014, that he was sent a letter the following month, and that a complaint/probable cause affidavit was executed in January of 2015. And then a few months after that, the court records show that it was sent to NetPlea. Wasn't sure what that was, so I looked it up. Apparently, NetPlea is a privately held company with headquarters in Plano, Texas. NetPlea is authorized, according to their website, to collect throughout the United States. So it's a Texas-based collections service. So they send it to collections, and that's it. It basically sat there in the cobwebs of the police digital outstanding warrants records, and it would stay there for almost a decade. Nobody came looking for him. Nobody sent him any more letters. He wasn't arrested. It just sat there until that very moment that this officer heard something, probably in his earpiece, and says 10-4. Then there was a docket call, which I presume is a court hearing, where it says defendant did not show up. And it looks like he ended up being assessed a fine of $273, which was paid. As we mentioned in the first video, several times when he says, well, what's the warrant for? What am I being arrested for? He says, the officer says evading. Evading what? There's nothing on that warrant that says anything about evading. This is a minor traffic violation from a decade earlier. There was nothing he was charged with that day that includes the word evading. But wait, there's another charge. So he has another misdemeanor charge in Gregg County, Texas, State of Texas versus Trenton Futrell. And now he's charged with resist arrest, search, or transport, the Class A misdemeanor. The date listed 4/18/2024, the relevant date. But look at this. That charge was actually filed on May 16th of 2024. In other words, after the court date for the warrant that he was arrested on that we see in this body cam footage. They did not charge him with the resist arrest, search, or transport on that day, but they waited until at least a month afterwards. In fact, they waited specifically just a number of days after he failed to appear at the court date on the inspection charge. Looking up the Texas statute that he's accused of violating, resist arrest, search, or transport, section 38.03 of the Texas statutes. A person commits an offense if he intentionally prevents or obstructs a person he knows is a police officer or a person acting in a police officer's presence and at his direction from effecting an arrest, search, or transportation of the actor or another by using force against the police officer or another. It is no defense to prosecution under the section that the arrest or search warrant or search was unlawful. So did he commit that offense in this body cam footage? He knew they were police officers. Sure, they were in his presence, but were they effecting an arrest? Well, during the traffic stop, while he was acting very aggressive, while he refused to do some of the things that they asked, he wasn't under arrest at that time. It wasn't communicated to him that he was under arrest. He was clearly unaware of the existence of an outstanding warrant. So this could only apply to those few split seconds where they followed him into the house and said, hey, there's a warrant. It also requires that he resist this arrest, search, or transport by using force against the peace officer or another. So did he use force anywhere? It looks like when they grab him and they transport him while he's running his mouth as he had done the entire incident, doesn't appear that he attempted to use physical force in any way to resist them or obstruct them. Now, it appears from the court records that that charge is still pending. All right, now to come back to that question that I said that we would get to, and that has to do with the timing of just this traffic stop versus a routine traffic stop. At 9 to 10 minutes from the time the stop began until the time that the citation was in the process of being issued, only about 10 minutes. The officers still had plenty of time to delay that traffic stop pending receipt from dispatch, any outstanding warrants that this guy had. Now, that really only leaves two possibilities in my mind. Either the officers chose to end the traffic stop prior to hearing back from dispatch, whether or not there were any outstanding warrants, or the timing was just terrible timing from dispatch. And that doesn't really make sense unless dispatch came back to them that there were no warrants and then later corrected themselves. In any event, it was terrible timing by the officers because, as we can see, it looked bad. The traffic stop was ended, and then, oh yeah, you have a warrant. We're following you into your house and we're arresting you. Also, we don't know for sure unless we hear the actual dispatch audio that preceded the officer saying 10-4. It could just be that they arrested the guy first and then later got lucky and found out that there was this old 10-year-old warrant out there. And it was sort of like Saved by the Bell for them. Which is it? I don't know. Probably they were told about the warrant. That seems most likely based on the footage. So let me hear from you. Do you think that the officers handled the situation appropriately? Should they have even arrested this guy on a 10-year-old warrant? Should there be 10-year-old warrants out there from minor inspection sticker type things? It's probably not a bad idea for all of us to check and just make sure that we don't have 10-year-old like parking violation warrants out there. Because when you find out about it, it's going to be like the worst possible time. And before you run your mouth to police officers, even though you have a protected First Amendment right to do so, you should probably make sure you don't have any outstanding warrants, because you're not going to be able to sue the officers for First Amendment retaliation for them arresting you with an active outstanding warrant, even if in their mind they wouldn't have done so, but just did so because you gave them the motivation to do it. So thanks for watching. If you found this update video helpful, please subscribe to the channel. Also the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. Please like and share with others who also care about civil rights law. Remember, our rights don't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.
Yeah, man. So as y'all see, this is a really bad situation, and it's like this all over the country. It's not just one state where they're acting like this. It's government places everywhere, whether it be with cops, whether you go into these public buildings, like maybe a city hall or whatever city building or building that's open to the public, it's like the people who they're hiring to work there are making bad decisions, and then police make a even worse decision. And Big Mike, I know what you're saying. You realize that, like, this is a machine. This is a machine. This is a system. It's not. You can't just decide, okay, one day I'm just gonna report on. I'm gonna report this story, because you never know how they're gonna. You have to think about how you have to think about the reaction. You have to think about what exactly you have that they're going to use against you. And it shouldn't be this, we shouldn't have to think this hard when it comes to going against evil. Things that we know is wrong. Let me see, hold on.
Just can't remember what it is offhand. Haven't heard any good things about him, that's for sure.
Well, come on. Why are you just sitting right there? Come on. Like, that's already, that's suspect right there. Yeah, top part just sitting there.
No parking between 8 and 4 unless you're a cop.
The only one. The citizens pay for this. This hood flag that they have with the blue line going through it, citizens pay for that. Right.
Good afternoon, sir.
How's it going?
Excellent, thank you.
I was wondering
How
if
can I help?
I was wondering if you could go park somewhere else because you're parking illegally right now.
Take it up with the sheriff.
You are the sheriff.
I am not the sheriff.
You're not? What are you?
Deputy sheriff.
Deputy. Good enough. You're the lawman, right?
Take it up with the sheriff, the
Oh.
Lewis County Sheriff. The telephone number is 906-293-8431.
Can I get your name, badge number?
Absolutely. Deputy Stephen Kellogg.
Kellogg.
Badge number 4803.
Why don't you just move?
Have a good day, sir.
What is that? Look at that spit cup. That's not department policy, right? He don't care. Kellogg, yeah, that's his name. We got trail cameras. We got a vest. We've got some kind of saw, some
You're
paperwork.
not allowed to videotape the interior contents of my patrol vehicle. They're sensitive.
Do you hear? Listen to how crazy that sounds. You can't film the inside of my car. What?
Documents not.
Plain view doctrine. Anything I can see from public, I can take a picture from.
That's exactly what they do when they walk up and they have body cams on, and they tell you roll your window all the way down.
Public, sir. Look, there goes his partner. Parked illegally. Take it up with the sheriff. They have dash cams, but they don't have body cams. See this? Parked illegally. Officer Kellogg.
Why?
Like I said, I haven't heard no good things about him. Nothing good.
I can see it. What? How would you hear something good about somebody who obviously know that what they're doing isn't right? And when you go up to them, they tell you, "Oh, go tell the sheriff." I can't believe he said it's a crime for you to film inside my car. Like, imagine being taken to jail for that. Like, I can see why American prisons are so filled up. It's because you have cops arresting people for things that you shouldn't be arrested for. There's so many people that are in jail that shouldn't be.
Sir, can you please go park somewhere else where it's legal? We would appreciate that. There's a legal parking spot just right up there. A legal one. No? Longer. He's just going to sit there and do what he does. He's going to do what a pig does. He's going to sit there and waller in his filth and his illegal filth.
And who do you report that to? If you go and you tell his boss is they're gonna target you. They're gonna figure out how they can make your life more difficult. And that's the issue. You know, that's a big problem we have, man. Yeah, I found a video where I can catch them pulling somebody over from right there, and Oh, you. So they pull somebody over there. Yeah, man, you gotta post that. Oh, hold on. Well, before I end this stream, I'm gonna go ahead and hold on. Yeah. No. 10 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna see what's going on. But yeah, I gotta get off this stream in about 10 minutes or a little bit less than 10 minutes. But I want to see what's going on with this. And they pulled somebody over right by that place you stopped at.
Give the old lady a warning, sir. What's that kind of speeding ticket usually cost? Is that like a minimum 150 or something? He's a nice guy. You know.
You got a nice intro, man. I like that. I wish I could find a cool intro for my videos.
Newberry's my mascot, the moose. Walking my way down to the school here. Usually there's a sheriff deputy that's parked illegally right about now. And I think he's there right now. You know, rules for thee, not for me.
Pretty much how I go.
Pulling somebody over. They park right here illegally in front of the school so they can pull people over like that. They do it under the pretense of looking out for the kids getting out of school to stop speeders. So they can pull people over like that. They do it under the pretense of looking out for the kids getting out of school to stop speeders. But if they wanted to stop speeders, my opinion is they'd stop them before they got to the point where they were speeding, or be somewhere to remind them, like up the road just a little bit further. But what they really want to do is catch you coming through there.
Yep.
So they can hit you with that ticket versus stopping you before you get there. It's not about the safety of the kids. It's just a good opportunity to make some money.
And it's crazy to when you know the scheme, you know what's going on. And it's not for the kids. It's not to help. It's not to keep them safe. They're just trying to make money on the opportunity. And it's, if you think about it, it makes no sense.
Speeding through a school zone, you should get pulled over, you know. But to sit there to extort people, right, instead of doing preventative work, they're waiting to catch you doing it. Oh, yeah, you're in a fat ticket. They write the old lady a ticket. Looks like a lady in there. No, no, it's an older guy. Looks like a guy. I can't tell. No, it's an older lady. Got the thin blue line on his hood.
And you got to think about when you post videos like this, you're affecting the money. So if you have so many people see this video and it stops what they have going on right here, and you have to think about how much money aren't they gonna make off the people because of this scenario right here. And that amount might be enough to cause you to have problems.
That's what he is. I forget what his badge number is. It's in another video. Maybe he'll be a nice guy and just give the old lady a warning.
What's up, man?
We'll see. Well, we won't see, I mean, but, you know. But he could be in a good mood.
Right.
He could use officer discretion and give the poor old lady a warning, you know. Or deputies' discretion, I guess, right? This old lady's probably on a fixed income. It costs her at least $100, if not more. I don't know what the minimum speeding.
If you can, I would, if those people, like if you walk up and they look over to you, I would get their attention and say, hey, do you want to talk about your stop, or do you want to talk about what's going on right now? Some people would tell you like, this is some BS, you know, and that would be great. That would be great content. But you have to find out more about what's going on. You know it's BS, and you know they're being, you know the what's going on in this area right here. So I would have a conversation with the driver.
Did you by chance use officer discretion to give the old lady a warning, sir?
No, sir.
What's that kind of speeding ticket usually cost? Is that like a minimum 100?
I was up there.
Right here in front of this school.
Crazy.
They come through speeding
right
through here. What it was really about is catching somebody speeding, to give them that speeding ticket, because that speeding ticket coming through the school zone where you're only supposed to be doing 25, I'd imagine is not a cheap ticket. I've never had one, but I'm sure it's not your common speeding ticket. So they sit here to catch people doing that, to extort them for that extra money, versus parking down here where if somebody was coming through speeding, somebody had to drive by, see them, A reminder, hey, slow down because we're coming up to a school just right above her truck. There during these hours.
Yeah, man, that's why. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna be what's gonna make the content even to put more eyes on it, because people here, well, yeah, they stopped me over here because of, you know, people are gonna be mad they just got pulled over and given an expensive ticket when they know what's going on, and you know a couple, you know, you just know what's going on, and even if it was just information to share with the driver, I think that's what would make more, that would put more attention on the content. But I gotta head out, man. I appreciate you for being on here. I appreciate everybody for checking out the content. I'm gonna be posting some videos later today. So with that being said, AWB, I'm out.